a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it in the...
It's a venue and a city that's seen more NFL history than just about anyone else. Welcome to Lambeau Field in the heart of Green Bay. Officially beyond the halfway point now, eyes starting to shift to the playoff picture as this Week 10 game gets underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by White. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Going to the ground again on first. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 47. That's taken in by Samuel. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. Again, this is White. He finds some space again. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flight. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. Just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
I don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. His first throw is an interception. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
He's stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Quiddy Pay there to take him down. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
2nd and 10 now. Completes this one to Kraft. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The Packers send out their punting unit. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Tried getting creative, but the coverage team read it all the way. This return loses yards. So the offense was right to be walking backwards. The flag does go against them. A costly penalty flag there as that turns 4th down into 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. That's to his back. Here's Rachaad White. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Brought down by Quay Walker.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Give them about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
A 3-yard gain leaves them just a little short. A decision to make now on 4th down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He gets the 1st and more inside the 15. And he's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 20-zip lead. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers push their lead to 21-zip already. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Nixon now to return it. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Fakes the handoff, now Love. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers have it as he records his 7th interception of the season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
1st and 10. It's a give to White. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. That's the end of our 1st quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. 21-0 our score. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They start out with a 2nd and 3. Taken in by Smith. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Throwing now on 1st down. This finds Smith. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Running on 2nd with White. Escapes a defender. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
And he's got it. Had to lay out for it, but touchdown. The Buccaneers are running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers continue piling onto this lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Fits it through the middle. Hits the 20. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers start to fight back with their 1st points of this game. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
That one right down the middle. And the Packers cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd and 8. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Takes it in at the 26. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Packers will take over possession. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Love from the gun. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st down throw. Here's Love. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Shotgun now for Love. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Caleb Farley has it into the red zone. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Ooh, partner, this has gotten out of hand early. That pick 6, the latest play, pushing us towards a blowout.
Yeah, everything has gone in their favor so far. You don't see a lot of blowouts in the NFL. It takes this kind of combination, right? Both in personnel and in every phase of the game.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. His return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Love back to it after the pick. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Caleb Farley arranging over for that stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Love out of the shotgun. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Looked like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. And that takes them to 3rd down. Love looking to pass. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
We're to the 2-minute warning from Lambeau. The Packers pushing for a late spark before halftime.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, go!
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And they pick him off again. Jamel Dean makes the play. And the Buccaneers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing 4?
That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers grow their lead yet again. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Check go.
Play fake. It's Love. Flushed out of the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
2nd and 10. Love trying again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang.
And they pick him off again. Jamel Dean makes the play. And the Buccaneers take over on his 5th interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book. I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
It's into the hands of White. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Looking to the air here. Nowhere to go with it, so Hinders throws it away.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They are throwing it again. He'll get this to Samuel. And he's able to get this down to the 13. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. He'll look to throw. This one's caught. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. And there's the timeout from the offense. Just 4 seconds left to go. And that play, that should help them get some points here going into the half. Here comes the final play of our first half. White has the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers get more points to end a lopsided first half. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers continue adding on to that lead. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Return coming from the 6. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this.
you get paid for.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Love. That's complete to Musgrave. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Stopped that time by Jamel Dean.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Let's go. 79 Broncos. Go.
Love throwing on 4th. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled for a short gain. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs. It's White on the give. And that's good for a gain of 5. In for the tackle, that's Lucas Van Ness. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's White again. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
And he's going to run this one well into the red zone to the 14. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Let's go now.
They'll go left side here with White. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Set. Set, go.
White on 1st and goal. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. White does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Here we go, right up the gut. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs. Running on 1st here with Jacobs. And And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
Certainly drop these quarterback keepers anticipating a whole lot more yardage. But I think it could be overlooked there since they did pick up the first down. If anything, they could see what kept it to a small gain over there on the sidelines, and they'll come back to it on the next set of downs.
Thrown on first down, Love. He's on the move. Oh, he's calling his own number. The ball is out! Oh, the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's the Packers with the football and a chance to, well, do some window dressing here in the 4th. They'll come up 1st and 10.
Let's go. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Go.
Throwing, Love. And they pick him off again. Jamel Dean makes the play. And he makes the house call. It's a touchdown on the pick. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers tack on 7 more to their lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Nixon now to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Back to the air following the pick 6. The screen pass falls incomplete. This one intended for the running back. So that brings up 2nd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls.
Ready, ready.
So now a much tougher task here as they come up on 2nd and 20.
Set up. 18 Radford, 18 Radford. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Trap 60, trap 60. Take go.
Now looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Hurt, hurt. Here we go, set.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. He's going deep this time. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. Out of the gun, White. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
From the gun, a run for White. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up. Try the right side with White. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense up to the line fast. They'll run for it with White. And it's a rare defensive win on the ground. He's caught at the line. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two. Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Reed's got it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Ready? Mustang 19. Roll. Go.
He's dropping back to throw. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Up the middle, here goes White. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Again, this is White. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short. So that's 3rd and less than a yard. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Buccaneers close to picking up their 5th win. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Coming left is White. And he gets this forward to the 19. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down. They run the counter with White. And he has enough room to gain about 4. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. The give now to White. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down. White trying this straight ahead. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week.